Hey, hi, ho, he, ha. Good afternoon from London, England. Or should it be good morning, good evening, or good night and rest well from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG repping. Yep. Delhi, London, Guna, space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. It's match review time of Arsenal 3, Southampton 0. Don't forget to leave positive messages below, yeah? Positive feedback for me is all that I promote out here. Smash the thumbs up like button in abundance, yeah? Share this channel virally all over the world to your friends and your relatives in abundance and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. As I always say, yeah? Please subscribe to the channel, yeah? Abundantly. Smash that subscribe button left, right and centre and passionately. I'm only too short, yeah, believe it or not, to 200 subscribers. So if you're watching and you're listening, yeah, get subscribing. What are you waiting for? Thank you. The more you subscribe, the more I shout out to anyone, to any football fan. Get subscribing, please. And on top of that, yeah, I'll do my best to be as consistently at my best, yeah? Consistently on the ball on this platform. So yesterday, the first 20 minutes was absolutely poor. We were slow, flat-footed, lack of idea, lack of energy, lack of enthusiasm. Southampton, they were unlucky not to go in within the first 20 minutes 1-0 up at least, if not 2-0 up. They were superb the first 20 minutes. Absolutely superb. Much sharper than what we are. Oh, excuse me. I'm not feeling too well. Got a bit of a cold. But that's the reality of the business end of this year. Right. I didn't go to the game, but I watched it on a live stream. And from what I saw, we were giving the ball away. I think if I look at certain individuals in that game, the first 20 minutes, yeah, very cagey and panicky, if you ask me. Balls given away. But when we got the goal through a great bit of, great vintage Arsenal goal, it was just through playing out from the back, from Ramsdale getting closed down, got the pass away, some nice 1 and 2 touches, and Saka sprinted down the wing, cuts the cross back on his right foot to Lacazette, who buried it superbly in the penalty area. That is the goal of the game for me. Martin Odegaard gets 3 Premier League goals in 3 games. I mean, this guy is turning into be a goal scorer as well as a provider, but he needs to improve in his end product. Make sure that he keeps his focus, just keeps his composure. If he does that, then he can find any red and white shirt or any Arsenal player for that matter. There is a good footballer in him. Again, does our manager have the right coaches to get out of him? The answer to that is no. I'm just keeping it real out here. Excuse me. Runny nose. Oh. Oh, dear. But on top of that, he got his goal, and it's a rare goal because he scored his first ever professional goal with his head. It's a celebration, and Gabriel dos Santos Migueles, from another corner, he gets a goal. And it's not a surprise because you go back to the Leicester game away, he scored with a corner, Bukayo Saka corner. Now he scored another corner. So you know what, he is a threat in set pieces. His first goal for Arsenal was away to Fulham, and that was on his debut. And that debut was a 10 out of 10. We've got a world class centre half in the making, and I don't care what anyone says. He is he's heading in that direction. He's partnering crime, Benjamin White. First 20 minutes, not the best for him, but I think he grew into the game a lot more effectively. Southampton, after the 20 minutes, they were just so poor. We should have had at least another 3-4 Premier League goals to our tally. Nevertheless, we got a good. It was an overall good performance. 3 goals, 3 points, another clean sheet for the Arsenal back line, and we're 2 points behind 4th place West Ham, and it's all up for grabs at the moment. The next big game is West Ham United. That is a massive game. That will tell us where we are in terms of levels. West Ham have a good football team. Levels and club history will always be on Arsenal's side. But West Ham have some good players in that team. You know, good players. Midfield, they have an exceptional, talented midfield players. Defensively, they have a discipline as well about them. Goalkeeping wise, well, as our ex-goalkeeper Fabianski, he'll be out there to want to put a dent into our top 4 ambition for this season. And why not? Don't play for the Arsenal. He hasn't played for the he's left Arsenal recent years ago, so he, you know. And Mikel Antonio, he's on splendid form. You know, he's only second in the goal scoring charts, in the Premier League goal scoring charts, behind the best player in the world right now, Mohamed Salah. So it tells you what you need to know about West Ham, and their squad depth is impressive as well. David Moyes, I mean, he wasn't given a chance when he got the job back at West Ham, but look at what he's done to them. His whole philosophy, his ideas, the players have actually bought into it. You see, they're running for him, they're performing for him. They all want to wear that claret and blue shirt, and I wish them all the best. I feel like I'm doing a preview here. Anyway, it is our next game, but let's get into the player ratings for yesterday. And my preview on Arsenal v West Ham, that will be on Tuesday afternoon or evening. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, he was pretty busy, especially the first 20 minutes. He made a good save from Armstrong when he should never have had to been shown on his strong side. I don't know what defender did that, but well, it was a good save nevertheless. But then again, Armstrong should have gone back stick there. He had more chance of scoring. He made the save from Teller. And James Ward-Prowse's free kick that was threatening to, well, I think it was possibly going wide, but Ramsdale had to make sure it gets pushed away from the goal to the to concede a corner. Overall, with Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 7.5, and he kept a clean sheet as well. You know what? Let me give me an 8. Change my mind. I'm going to give him an 8. Right, I'm coming on to the back 4. Tomiyasu, defensively, once again, solid, athletic, strong. My only concern with Tomiyasu is when Bukayo Saka is facing 1 or 2 defenders, overlap. Give one of the 2 defenders something to think about. But all in all, yeah, I would like to say that he had a really positive game. 7 for Tomiyasu. Ben White, this one is difficult. Yeah, he always travels with the ball superbly well. Solid in the air, winning headers. He grew into the game. After the first 20 minutes, he was... Yeah, what can I say? After the first 20 minutes, he grew effectively into the game. I would give Ben White 7. Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis. For me, inside the first 20 minutes, he was nervous. You know, he got booked for a reckless challenge, which he didn't need to go in for, because Kieran Tierney was tracking him with his pace, and Gabriel Miguelis, he rush of blood into the head, and he goes and commits a reckless challenge, and it was just a stupid one, and he deserved to get booked. He gave the ball away by trying to play out from the back. It was so sloppy and casual. You know, he wasn't even looking, and he could have caused us to be 1 goal down. But nevertheless, he grew into the game. He got his goal. He won his challenges. Every challenge that was thrown at him, he was on top. I'll give him a 7. Kieran Tierney, what can I say? I mean, he should be our next club captain. He should be our captain for the game against West Ham. Excuse me. I rate his performance yesterday. Got involved in the attacking play. Assisted Odegaard for his first headed goal in professional football. And well done. And I'm glad it was with Arsenal. Always a threat from an offensive point of view. Defensively, didn't have too much work to do. It was just due to the fact that Southampton were poor. Like, Maguire didn't have too much work to do after the first 20 minutes. Because, Southampton were just terrible after that. I'm going to give him... I'll give him a 7. Right, the midfield. On the right, Bukayo Saka. Maybe, you know what? How can I explain? He assisted Lacazette for the first goal. I think with Bukayo Saka, this is one that's kind of tricky to explain. He was always involved in our offensive play. Always looked a threat, and especially in the second half, he was unlucky not to score. I mean, he played a 1-2 with the defender putting him under pressure, and he still found a shot that hit the far post. Absolutely an outstanding display in the second half. I'll tell you what, for that display alone, I think he was unlucky not to win man of the match. But I feel that he gets a 7.5. Thomas Partey. Now, how do I explain this performance again? This is another tricky one. A little bit more better than the game against Everton, because he was so dire at Goodison Park. Here, he's at home, the crowd behind him. Pick out some 1 or 2 good passes. He played his part in the first goal, which was the team goal from playing out from the back, where Southampton tried to put us under pressure in our own half. He played his part very well. And I think he was on top of things. So I'm going to give Partey... I'm going to give Partey... I'm going to score him a 7. Although the first 20 minutes he looked all over the place. Granit Xhaka. In that first 20 minutes he gave the ball away about 3 or 4 times in that game. Very sloppy in his pass. But then again, he produced some good long range of passing. I'm not saying that makes him the next Pirlo, because he's not on them levels. But one thing with Granit Xhaka, he's consistent in what he does when he has the ball. He's not the most mobile off the ball or on the ball, but he keeps it as simple as he can. What else can I say? Woeful shot in the second half, I guess. But other than that, 7. Gabriel Martinelli, 8. Absolutely outstanding. You can see it in his face that he wants to do well for the club, do well for himself, tracking back, running at Southampton's right back in the first half. He was so direct, and he was prepared to cause Southampton all ends of problem. Excuse-moi. I had to get that out of the way. With Mr. Martinelli, unlucky not to get a goal. I mean, he cuts inside superbly, unleashes a curling shot, and he hits the back post. Excuse me. And I wanted him to get onto the score sheet because I thought he played so well in that game. I'm giving him an 8. Martin Odegaard, 8.5, and my man of the match. I mean, he does a lot of ball pressing. You know, he does put pressure on the defenders who has the ball. And that's what I like to see. He's putting pressure on on the opposition defenders. Gets the ball in good areas, although he could be more composed and just concentrate a tad more. But other than that, he got his goal. Again, I think he played his part in the first goal, which was Arsenal's team goal. And yeah, he grew into the game effectively. 8.5, and he deserved his man of the match award from me. Lacazette, I'll give him a 7.5. Held the ball up well, linked up play, got a brilliant goal, which was the team goal, and he did put in the shift. You know, when you talk about ball pressure and getting involved, he done exactly that, and that's the bare minimum requirement. All in all, reasonable game. I'm giving them a 7.5. Let's see the substitutions here. Oh, let's get my tablet out. Oh, excuse me, what? It's a bad cold I've got there. I think I'm going to make myself a hot drink. Right, lineups. Right, the substitutions. Rob Holding, who came on for Gabriel Martinelli, he didn't have any work to do from a defensive front. It was basically Southampton was so poor thereon by the time he came on, there wasn't much work for him to do. But again, very comfortable with the ball. I'm going to give him a standard. I'll just give him a 5.5. Albert Sambi Lokonga, standard 5. Didn't have to do a lot more. He didn't have to do anything to worthy of contributing towards the team. I'll give him a standard 5. Nicola Pepe came on with 7 minutes to go. I mean, nothing much from him either. 5. Mikel Arteta, well, looking at the team lineup, yeah, I was pretty pleased with the team. Goals from midfield, goals from a striker, and plus Gabriel Martinelli is getting on the score sheet, but he had to be taken off for precautionary reasons because he's already on a yellow earlier on. But on top of that, kept the shape going. You see 1 or 2 players pressing defensively. Well, maybe not the best because I think we were breached a couple of times, but our goalkeeper got us out of jail a number of times. What can I say about Mikel Arteta? Yeah, I suppose the tactics were spot on. Offensive information he picked. I'm going to give him an 8. The fans on a cold afternoon at the Emirates, I'll give them a 10. To turn up in the cold afternoon at the Emirates is tremendous from them. Got behind the team, got behind every Arsenal player in a shirt, or should I say in a home shirt. And they never lost their voices all game. I'll give them a 10 for their tremendous support. So that comes to the end of the show. So ladies, gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. As I always say, which I always save the best to last, despite the fact that I have a dodgy cold. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my dodgy cold. I'll be back tomorrow with another football content on this channel. Until then, I've got my laptop, and like I said, any suggestions, leave it in the comment section below, because the editing is going to go to another level, and that's the reason why I bought myself a lovely Apple laptop. Until then, take care of your friends, take care of your families, take care of yourselves, stay safe, peace again, love again, bless again. Until next time, DOG repping, we'll talk again. Please just be nice.